Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back to 27 Fox Place. Today I'm getting it all undone. I need to take down the holiday decorations and get everything put away, but I need to tidy up around the house before I get started. And if this is your first time visiting, my name is Randy and I hope you had a very merry holiday season. And I can't believe it's been a year since I posted my first video, and I'm looking forward to another year of cleaning motivation. I haven't seen much of the sun for the past few weeks. Winter has finally arrived and it's been cold and rainy here, and we've finally been getting the rain that we need. And hopefully it will continue to rain through the season so that we can end the drought that we've been having. I need to get the bed made and tidy up in the bedroom, and I always like to start the day with a tidy house, even if it goes downhill from there. As a rule, I don't leave clothes laying around the bedroom. Clothes either go straight into the hamper or back into the closet, but I always need a minute to find a home for Christmas gifts, and I've been waiting for my husband to try on these t-shirts so that I can get them in the wash and put away.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights.
My kitchen is a disaster and I'm not sure I even know how it happened, but it always happens during the holiday season. And the dishwasher is empty, so all I need to do is clear the counters and wipe everything down. And I'll fill the sink with hot soapy water so that I can soak everything I need to hand wash while I'm working in the kitchen.
Let me figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down.
I'm using granite cleaner to clean off the countertops, and I use a cleaner on the countertops whenever I clean up after dinner, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now as well. And I'll leave a link in the description box if that's something you want to know more about. It's a concentrate that I mix in a spray bottle, and I use it on all the stone surfaces in the house. I have a few things out that I need to put away, and I found this wood tray at Target and I love it, but it's too narrow for what I had planned for it. So I've been moving it around the kitchen trying to find a place for it so that I can keep it, but it'll probably end up going back. I also have a project that I've been meaning to take care of. I have a wreath with air plants, but it got knocked off the wall and most of the plants came off of the wreath. So I need to reattach the plants that fell off, and I've also found a few new ones that I wanted to add, but I'm just going to move it out of the way until I can find time to work on it.
Beginning to thought from within. Today and not tomorrow. There's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was.
I love pears, and I get a box of pears for Christmas every year, and I leave them in the box to ripen, but now that they're ready to eat, I need to store them in the fridge.
And not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to
I'm not sure I'm getting any better at remembering to use my apron. I usually start working in the kitchen, and it's not until I start to splash things around that I remember to use it, but I'll keep at it.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to live. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up.
I use a microfiber cloth to wipe down all the vertical surfaces and the small appliances in the kitchen, and I rinse it out frequently as I make my way around the kitchen. And I use a damp cloth to clean the surface and a dry cloth to buff out all the water spots.
This moment, can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 favorite song on.
Anytime I have to use any effort scrubbing something stuck to the cooktop, I just add a little water and I'll leave it to soften while I work on something else. And when I come back, all I need to do is wipe away the excess water. And once I remove all the little bits and pieces, I can use a stainless steel polish to clean the cooktop. And I don't use the polish every time I clean the stove. I may skip a day or two, but I use it regularly because it seems to make the cooktop easier to clean. And the polish has a greasy consistency that can clog up the microfibers, so I use a paper towel instead.
Forever, 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 forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
And now that the kitchen is back in order, I can start taking down the holiday decorations. We usually decorate on Thanksgiving weekend, and we take them all down on New Year's Day. And New Year's Day is usually when my husband has had enough of Christmas, and I wake up to find all the decorations in neat little piles in the living room. But this year I'm the one that's ready to get everything put away. I usually start at the top of the tree and pull off all of the ornaments that I can't reach without a ladder. And once I have more than I can carry, I just sort them into piles. And once I have all the ornaments off the tree, I'll put them back in the boxes.
Loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this.
If you buy your fruit in bulk, the packaging is perfect to store Christmas ornaments. This one contains apples, and ironically, I use it to store the apple and pear ornaments that I have on the tree.
If only just for a bit, there's a new day. It is waiting for us. There's a new day waiting round the bend. There's a new day, and it will restore us.
said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building can't.
I always have trouble estimating how many ornaments I need for the tree, and because holiday decorations are in the stores long before I have the tree up, I usually end up with too many of one type and not enough of another. And of course, I always remember the broad strokes of what I did the year before, but I always have to stop and rethink the details. So this year I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to take photos of all the ornaments, and I'll keep pictures on my phone for now, but I want to find a way to keep all of the photos together along with notes about the size of the ornaments and the quantity of each ornament, and I'm hoping it will make it easier to estimate how many ornaments I will need to buy if I find something that I like. And it should save me time next year because I'll be able to browse through all of the photos long before I have to get out all the boxes. If you have any ideas, be sure and let me know in the comments. I put the ribbon on first and I take it down last, and I think it takes just as much time to put it on the tree as it does to get it rolled up and put away. And occasionally I find a good deal on wire ribbon, but I'm never sure how much to get, so I either end up with no ribbon at all or more than I need. And this year I'm going to measure out the length of the ribbon before I put it away, and I just need a rough estimate of how much ribbon I use on the tree. And I'm using my arm span to estimate the length of the ribbon. My arm span is about 5 feet, so it's super easy to just count out the multiples of 5. And I have a 9-foot tree, and it turns out each section of ribbon is about 20 feet.
So just sit with me, talking through the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think you were meant to be with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now, I just miss you.
I added clusters of ornaments to the garland for the first time this year, and I would like to leave the ornaments attached to the garland, but I have more garland this year and I won't be able to store the garland without breaking the ornaments.
No, you'd agree. Made a reputation for ourselves at age 18. We had the devil on our shoulders telling us what we should do. I wonder if you think about me too. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now, I just miss you. I'm stunned.
I was dividing my time between packing up Christmas and helping my husband add insulation to the attic space, so I wasn't able to get everything done all in one day, so I had to finish up the following day, and I got the bed made, but I wanted to make sure I got the dishwasher emptied before I got started.
The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want it, boy. The night is young and so are we, so maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. You love me right. If you love me right, yeah. If you love me right, yeah. This could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Let's go.
I've had these gold stems for a few years now, and I ordered them from Amazon, and I didn't realize that they were covered in glitter until it was too late. And the glitter gets everywhere, so I put them back in the packaging to try and contain the glitter.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no. 'Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why. I'm always feeling homesick. Oh.
I like to organize the bins according to the order that I need to access the ornaments. So one bin will contain large ornaments that go on the tree first, and the second bin will have smaller ornaments that I put on the tree last. But this year I made changes to the garland, so I won't be able to organize them in the way that I have in the past. So this year I'm going to use one storage bin for just the tree ornaments, and I'll have a second bin with ornaments for both the tree and the garland. And then I'll have a third that I'll keep decorations for the house and the odd-shaped ornaments like ribbons and bows. We also have a bin that's just for gift wrapping, and it contains things like ribbons and bows, gift bags, and boxes, and I try to reuse whatever we can, and I need to organize the bin before I put it away.
'Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why I'm always feeling homesick. Oh, all I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.
I saw you from across the room.
I had originally planned to leave up both the garland and the tree until New Year's Day, and normally this would be pretty easy to take down, but I wasn't sure if the garland would still fit in the same storage bin, so I decided to take it down now just in case I had a problem. And luckily, I managed to squeeze it all into the bin, but just barely.
Get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. You say that you're from out of town. I'm hoping that you stick around. Show me what it's like from the other side. Would you stay?
Now that I have all the decorations packed up, it's time to clean up all the pine needles and the glitter that gets left behind. And my entire house needs to be clean, but for right now, I'm just going to focus on the hot spots.
Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I think I've waited all these years for you right here. But how will I ever know if you now we've reached disaster. Don't know where we're gonna be after. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we faded. But I know that we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega. Like the waves pull you down underwater. We're fun until we hit the bottom. And we do it all again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we faded. But I know that we can save it. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are Alpha and Omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and Omega. Alpha and Omega.
That's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure and give it a thumbs up, and remember to hit the subscribe button before you go, and to turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video. So goodbye for now, and I hope to see you next time.
Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, yeah, we can work it out. Cause we're like Alpha and Omega. Even if we go all out and break us down.